take a test over all things equations tomorrow, so I want to do a little video to go over your test review. We did do multiple questions on page 31. So I have some scratch paper here. I'm assuming you either did this in your journal or on scratch paper. You will be able to write on the test. The test is very, very GTified in the sense that there will be lots of different point values based on the difficulty of the question, and you will have a choice as to which ones you do. You do need to make sure that the questions you do add up to at least 100 to give you that total possible amount. However, there will be some questions, if you do multiple ones, that you can earn more than 100 on this test. So I'm going to work through these for you. Please make sure that you are checking your answers in your calculator. Number 2, undo the add subtract. Undo the multiply divide. C equals 5. Remember, you can take your calculator. You can plug your solution in. 3 times 5 minus 2 equals 13. Oh, I put 1. Sorry. And you get a true statement. If you get a false statement, go back and look for that mistake. Number 4 says 4x minus 5 plus 2x equals negative 2. We're going to have to collect like terms here. 6x minus 5 equals negative 2. Undo the add subtract. Undo the multiply divide. X is 1/2. And again, you can plug that in. If you want to do a fraction in the calculator, control divide will in fact do that. Or this is a nice, pretty fraction. You could say times 0.5. True again. All right, which equation has a solution of negative 4? So you could go ahead, you could solve all of these. Or my suggestion would be to plug that negative 4 in place of x and see which one would give you a true statement when you put that in the calculator. Because remember, a solution does in fact make both sides true. So you can see here, I'm plugging that negative 4 in place of x. And then I'm going to come over here to parentheses negative 4 minus 4, close parentheses, equals 16. Nope. 3 times negative 4 plus 6 minus 2 times negative 4 equals negative 2. No. 1/4. You could also use 0.25 there. Times negative 4 plus 4 equals 3. And check the last one just to be sure. Negative 4 plus 6 times 3 equals negative 6. False. So you can see, in fact, that it was C. On number 8, I would draw a picture. It's talking about a triangle and the perimeter of a triangle. So I have triangle ABC here. And I know the perimeter is 54. AB is 3x, BC is 4x, AC is 5x. Picture is obviously not drawn to scale. Perimeter says you need to add up all the sides. 3x plus 4x plus 5x equals 54. So 9 plus 3 is 12. Solve the equation. You get x equals, I do believe this is 4.5. But the question asks you, what are the side lengths? So I need to take this 4.5 and put it in place of x. And I can figure out that AB is in fact 13.5 units. BC is 22. And AC, oh, I'm sorry, BC is not 22. That was AC. 22, and this is 18, 22.5, I believe. I did that from memory, so make sure you're using your calculator. You can even double check it. You could go through to your calculator. You say 13.5 plus 18 plus 22.5 is in fact 54. There you go. We did jump down to number 18 after that. 18 says, so now our equations are getting larger, right? Variables to one side. Try to move the smaller. You cannot always move it, but you can definitely try. Then again, undo the add subtract. X is negative 16. Plug it in and check it. Number 20 says 0.5x minus 3.5 equals 0.2x minus 0.5. If you would like to multiply this all by 10 to undo that decimal, you can. 5x minus 35 equals 2x minus 5. You do not have to do that step if you are comfortable using the decimals. Move the smaller. Guys, always move those variables first to one side before you start moving any constants. 3x equals 30. X equals 10. Okay? This test is not going to be on the computer. It will all be written out. Okay? So number 22 is again getting bigger, starting to use more and more steps. All right? So when you do this one, here we're going to go ahead and we're going to distribute. Pay attention, please, to your signs when you do this. Collect like terms. Remember, if they're on the same side of the equals, you're just going to do what it tells you to do. Move the smaller. Undo the add subtract. Undo the multiply divide. Simplify your fraction. I will also take this as a decimal. Either is acceptable. Number 24. Says 2 minus 3 times quantity of 4 minus x equals 5 times the quantity of 2 minus x plus 4x. Okay, be super careful here when you're distributing. You're distributing this negative 3. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12, but a negative 3 times a negative x is a positive 3x equals 10 minus 5x plus 4x. So we can collect like terms here and here. Negative 10 plus 3x equals 10 minus 1x. You don't have to put the 1, you can just put x. Move the smaller variable. Negative 10 equals 4x, plus 4x equals 10. Add 10 to both sides. 4x equals 20. Undo the multiply divide. X equals 5. So they are, and as you go through the test, they will get bigger and bigger, and they will be worth more points, okay? As I look at 28, 28 says identify one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions. You will have some questions on that. So again, you're going to have to make sure that you are working through this very cautiously. All right, we're going to have to distribute 3x plus 12 minus 4, 2x plus 8 plus x. So I can collect like terms here and here. 3x plus 8 equals 3x plus 8. All right, at this point I can see that these are identical. So that means that we are going to have infinite solutions, or you can write the symbol for all real numbers. Now, if you wanted to continue, you can move your variables. You get 8 equals 8, which is always true. Okay? Number 30, 6x minus 8x. So again, you're going to have to go ahead and collect like terms. You're also going to have to distribute on this. Those steps are not going to go away. We can, actually, I'm not going to collect like terms. Well, I'll go ahead and do it on this side. Negative 2x plus 5. I'm going to distribute here. negative 2x minus 4 plus 7. I can collect like terms on the right-hand side as well. Negative 2x plus 4. Okay, so now that I can move my variables to one side. They do happen to be the same. 5 equals 4, not on our planet. This is going to be a no solution kind of answer. Okay, so hopefully you're feeling pretty good about that. 32 says 6 times the quantity of x plus 2 plus 2x minus 4, so they're just getting longer and longer. 8x minus 2 plus 8. So we're distributing, all right, 6x plus 12 plus 2x minus 4 equals 8x minus 16 plus 8. Lots of collecting like terms. All right, so we have 8x plus 8 equals 8x plus 8. So again, these are identical. That means that we have infinite solutions. Or you can say all real numbers. Then we have a couple of literal equations. After we played Connect 4, it seemed like most of us got pretty good at that. I'm not going to write 1/2 p. I'm going to write p over 2 because for me personally that just makes a little bit more sense. And we're solving for p. So we're going to undo the add subtract just like we've been doing. Q minus 15 equals p over 2. How do I undo a divide by p? I'm going to multiply. Now I have to multiply all of this. So if you want to write 2 times q minus 15 equals p, I would take that. You could also distribute. Either of those would be acceptable. Okay? 38, y equals mx plus b. You're going to see this one a lot as we get further into the semester. And we're solving for m. Undo the add subtract. Undo the multiply divide. Y minus b all over x equals m. Now if you wanted to separate that, you could say y over x minus b over x. That would be acceptable as well. You might want to go back and look at your notes on literal equations just to make sure that you're feeling comfortable with it. That's all I have for you. If you have any questions, send me a note on Classroom. Good luck.